Hello, friends. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Thursday? Hope you're all doing absolutely phenomenally well. I'm not streaming Stalker. I hit the done button 4 times. How dare hey, Mr. Modus! Thank you so much for the freaking 16 months resub, you madman. How have you been, buddy? I hope you're doing phenomenally well today. How's your back? Gotten back into lifting quite yet? I know you were having a bit of back issues, which, trust me, I've been there. I know how that feels. We're going to play some Noita today. Do I have the streaming turned on? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going to leave it off for now. Do some actual runs. How are you freaking doing, buddy? Don't want to talk about my back. Hey, man, I feel you. I have been... Ooh. There's some lag there for a minute. Make sure I don't have anything weird. I do have something weird open. There we go. I have something that turns my controller into a mouse. I think that's what was doing it. Exit. Oh my god, what are all these programs that are running? Overwolf. Freaking... Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Is there no sound? Good, how are you? I'm doing great. I've had a very long week. Oh yeah, sounds turned off. There we go. It has been very super busy at work. When I'm not busy like taking calls and helping people, I am now part of the team that interviews new people, and we're looking for 5 new people. So I've done, I think, like 7 interviews at this point. We have 3 more slated for this week. So it has been a crazy week for me. I have been exhausted, so I drank an energy drink before stream, and I am feeling good, let me tell you. It feels nice to have some energy. I'm gonna try and catch up on some sleep this weekend, but as of right now, I'm feeling spicy. I'm feeling good. Couldn't make it today because he had a very important errand to run, so he asked to push it to tomorrow. That's why we're doing Freestyle Friday today on Thursday, and then tomorrow we're going to be playing Helldivers 2 with Kick. I'm sure that's going to go well. There's absolutely no chance we're going to kill each other on accident or purpose. But I felt like playing a little bit of No Ida. I might pivot to Hades. I get some Hades vibes depending on how these No Ida runs go. I'm just feeling like some casual roguelike while we BS about nothing. We did. What's going on, my man? How am I doing? I'm doing phenomenal. How are you doing, friend? I was just saying, work's been a little crazy for me, so it's nice to relax and play a little bit of No Ida. You know, one of the most relaxing roguelikes out there. Certainly nothing at all beats this in terms of relaxation. Oh fuck, I'm on fire. Do I have any pheromone or brine? Brine will put me out. So chat, I've been thinking about doing maybe a couple of longer streams with some weird games if I get the chance. I was thinking about going back and checking out some old games. Like, well, specifically the one that kicked this off for me was, have you ever heard of Adventure Quest, chat? It's good, I'm alright. Playing some Monster Hunter for the first time. Hey, my brother-in-law got me and my wife into that. We've been playing a little bit of Monster Hunter World. What weapon you using? I've been a big proponent of the gun lance. I just wish I had more moves. That's kind of how I feel with most of the weapons in the games. I wish they had more moves. But yeah, I was thinking about going back and trying to see if I could find whether or not the game's even still up. Playing an old version of, or just playing current version of Adventure Quest. And like maybe looking at some of the older games that I used to play as a wee lad. Maybe some of the ancient Flash games and stuff. I don't know. Just an idea I was kicking around. Maybe throwing some of those into the Freestyle Friday mix if anyone would be interested in watching those. Dual Blades, that's what my wife's playing. She's been having a good time with them. I also like the guns. Yeah, I played Monster Hunter for the 3DS, and I used the heavy bow gun when I did, and I enjoyed that one. We have not found a single another wand. What is this? Teleportium. Oh, I'm sure this will go well. You know, surprisingly didn't kill me. I am covered in teleportium though, so y'all know how this is gonna work. I was also kicking around the idea of, I know we didn't finish Fallout 1, mostly because of the autosave issue. I did see that they did like a community update to it. If it has autosave now, I might go back to that, or even Fallout 2. Because Fallout 2 is the one I've never played. I've never played 2 or Tactics. But have you seen the trailer for the Elden Ring DLC? You bet your butt I did. It's interesting. It looks like they're adding some interesting things. And also it looks like it's taking place as a direct sequel to the game. Without any spoilers. I mean, you know what? I guess if you're worried about spoilers, tune out for the next like 60 seconds here. But the ending of Elden Ring, one of the endings was, you know, burning the Erd tree. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. So I'm not sure if it's... Oh, that is a black hole. The Erd tree is burning, or it looked burned. So if this is like an alternate, like here's what happens after one of the endings or something like that, you know? A what if scenario. Let's get this extra health. We're gonna need it. Oh, fuck you, you piece of shit. I got 1 health. Oh, fuck you. Leave me alone. We're out of here. We're good. Never even questioned it for a second. Chad, did you guys see the trailer for the Kingsmaker DLC? Or not DLC, game? Where you're like back in time killing people with a shotgun? Because that seems really fun. You got like, you get teleported and you have like a car and like, from what I saw, the dude was like driving around with a shotgun in a car and just like taking out knights. It's ridiculous. Okay, Chad, I'm still very bad at picking good wands. That's a good amount of mana. So it'll go through both the spells pretty quick, so it'll complete its whole spell cycle in less than a second. Dink, dink. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Interesting. The mana recharge rate on it is hot garbage, though. I didn't check that. A car, yeah, he was just like driving over knights and he gets out and he's like shooting them with a shotgun. It looks really funny. What's this guy? Good. Yeah, it's kind of garbage. I need one with better recharge rate. Okay. Well, let's see what we're gonna get here. Perk lottery. When you pick a perk, there's 50% chance that the others won't disappear. I mean, that's great. Oh, it just worked immediately. Phasing. Projectiles seemingly phase through you, or faster projectiles. Phasing. Easy. It seems like an absolutely ridiculous game that I definitely want to play. I'm in for a ridiculous game. I love me a good goat simulator and things like that, where it's just ridiculousness for the sake of ridiculousness. I feel like we don't get enough games like that anymore. There we go. Wish. We need a better, like, all-around wand. This one's hot garbage. I also saw that they're releasing a Star Wars Battlefront collection of like the first 2 actual games. Chat, I might have to pick that up. I played an insanely unhealthy amount of Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2 with my friends. I love that game. And like the new one was okay, but like, I mean, obviously there was so much EA BS around it that I didn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. Good. Absolutely. Is that 12 or 1200? I think that's 1200 max. Let me see. Yes, that's 12 or 12,000 or 12. Let me see. Max mana, 81. No, that's 1200 max mana. Okay. Okay. This is a really good wand. 20 charge speed, 8 capacity. It shuffles. There's the bad quality. Okay. Which one do we junk? Probably the bomb one. We can still do this if we want to go through something. Nice. Oh, chat, I'm so glad the weekend's almost here. It has been a crazy week. I'm ready to vibe this weekend. I've got a movie night with my friends, and I'm excited about that. What do we got here? It does shuffle. It's got pretty okay max mana, but its mana recharge is huge. If you don't care about the shuffle on it, it's good. We'll swap those 2 out. We're going to be watching Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Chad, if you've never watched that movie, you need to do yourself a favor and watch it. What are you going to watch? Yeah, Kung Pao Enter the Fist. It's so good. It's such a good bad movie. It's very near and dear to my heart as I watched it with my family many, many moons ago. But that movie is just so bad good. It's like the stereotypical, it takes all of the Kung Fu movie tropes and turns it on its head. It's so good. Kung Pao and Kung Fu Hustle are both phenomenal movies if you've never seen them, chat. I'm glad that doesn't hurt me or I would have died right there. I am a connoisseur of bad movies, chat. Like, one of my family's favorite things to do is watch bad movies and just riff on them. Well, we're not making it out through this portal, I'll tell you that much. Well, this hurts. Why am I doing this? Chat, why am I doing this? Chat, you didn't stop me. Give me some of the worst movies you've ever seen, chat. I will tell you, I went and saw, oh fuck, what movie was it? It was a M. Night Shyamalan movie. I think it was The Mist? No. What's the movie where the trees kill people? Okay, I gotta look this up. Movie where I can't type today. Movie where the trees kill everyone. The Happening. I went and saw The Happening in theater. And oh goodness gracious. Game, are you okay today? Doesn't like me tapping in and out. That may have been one of the most interesting experiences because me and my buddy we were fairly young at the time. So we didn't know what a good or bad movie was really supposed to be. But at the end of it, we both look at each other and we're like, did you like that movie? No, I don't think I did. Did you like that movie? No, it was really bad. And we had brought, oh, well, we didn't bring. His father had taken us with him. And he was like, no, that movie was garbage. Chad, if you've never seen that movie, it's a wild ride. I would say if you're going in to watch it, go in like you're watching a comedy. Oh yeah, I saw that movie. Yes, you know how bad it is. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I couldn't believe it. Like watching that movie in theater, my buddy's father was like, I've never once in my life asked for a refund for something, but I'm like half tempted to walk up there and ask him for a refund because that's the worst movie I've ever seen. Oh my God. The trees killing people, it just, oh. Do yourself a treat, chat. Watch yourself a bad movie this weekend. Doesn't have to be The Happening, but any bad movie. I find watching terrible movies makes me so happy because it's so fun to just pick on them and just be like, I can't believe this is a movie. Another good one, which is, it's a bad movie, but it's like, it was supposed to be a bad movie. At least I hope so. Chad, have you ever seen Rubber? Rubber is a movie about a sentient telekinetic tire. And that's all I'm going to tell you. You should watch it. Oh, hey, a sea mine. We watched last movie night that we did because I try and do a movie night with my my guildies like once a month. We watched Hot Fuzz. Oh man, Hot Fuzz is so freaking good. Anything with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Like those two are geniuses. I can't get through there. Actually, I have no idea how to get through here, chat. I've only got 18 health left. Oh, here it is. We need to get out of here, like yesterday. Get the shotgun down! No, we're cool, man. We're cool. No. Oh, Jesus, he's got a gun. Oh, God, he's got... Oh, see ya. I'm good. I'm good, chat. We're good. Don't worry about it. Oh, that one made me... Oh, I gotta sit up here for a second. Okay. Modus. Damn it, Modus. You're gonna make me get up and grab my phone. 1 second. Touch portal broke like last week and I haven't fixed it. Never learn, go. I don't. Which one was that? Helmet? I got you. Okay. What are we doing here? We don't want firebolt. Personal gravity field sounds garbage. Concentrated light. What is concentrated light? I forgot you don't get to look. You just have to buy. Drains 38 pinpoint being a light, 10 damage. Okay. What if we... There it is. That seems pretty solid. I'm not against that as a weapon. It's got a pretty heavy drain though. You need something with a super fast recharge time. This does. You do something like this. Woo, baby. Oh, but the recharge time is so slow. Oh, no. Okay, what do we got here? The random always cast to be added to your wands. Your spells fly faster and have lower speed. You have a handy sight for aiming. Or kill enemies make you replenish some of your levitation. We're gonna... Honestly, I'm gonna re-roll those. Toxic immunity, that sounds phenomenal. Summon a happy minion who eat projectiles every now and again. Current wand loses half its capacity but gains more mana. What does it mean by that? Oh, okay. I think that'll work. Let me see. That's not too bad. I think we can work with that, chat. We're also going to take toxic immunity. We've got a machine gun now. Ooh, baby. Ow. Holy shit, these guys won't die. I had a good weapon. Oh, that's pheromones. We don't want to do that. Chad, help! Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, I didn't mean to do that. This is so bad. Okay. Oh, this thing shoots missiles. There's no way we don't kill ourselves with it, right? Oh my God, and they curve up. Oh, Jesus. Chat. Chat, I made a mistake. Chat, we gotta get out of here. Chat, we don't have a choice. Chat, no! Chat, what are you doing? I blame that one wholly on you, chat. I can't take credit for that death because that would mean I did something wrong. So we know it's you, chat. Oh, did you guys see the next chapter of the Final Fantasy remake got released? Final Fantasy Rebirth. Everything I've seen is phenomenal reviews. Have you guys played the new Final Fantasy remaster? Final Fantasy 7 remaster? I've only heard good things. The only thing, I wanted to wait to play it because I heard they were breaking it up into 3 parts. So I kind of wanted to wait for all 3 parts to be out. But the fact that there's 2 parts already out and they're both pretty good, I'm thinking maybe I may reconsider that. Never played a Final Fantasy game. Personally, I think 10. I liked 10, but a lot of people didn't. And I really liked 12. Wait. 11? 12? Whichever one was in Rabanasta and had like a more of an MMO style gameplay, even though it was still kind of turn-based. Those 2 are my favorite. I don't like turn-based games, chat, and I'm sorry. I've tried to like them. Take a look at Undertale, right? I loved Undertale. Undertale's a turn-based game. Well, not really. I guess it's more of a bullet hell shooter, bullet hell dodger. Doesn't look like a game I'd like. Yeah, it's an action. Well, make sure you're looking at the right one because it's like an action game, not like a, what's it called? Turn-based game. No cursing. We did. Do you understand how hard that is for me? Worked in the military. Every other word's a curse word. Okay. To make this fair, I'm gonna try and tell a story, so I don't just give it up. So. Chat, did I ever tell you about the time I saved a man's life? Did I ever tell this story? This isn't exaggeration. I literally saved a man's life. And in the same breath, I got to curse them out. Haven't heard it. Okay, I'll tell the story. So chat, picture a younger, much more spry, far more physically active goat when I was in the military. Now, for those of you that don't know, I worked on aircraft, specifically electronics and radio communications. Those were my specialty and forte. Get out of here, Modus. So one day, working on the aircraft that I worked on, it was a prop plane. If you don't know what that is, it's engines that spin freaking massive hammers. I know. Hammers. Wow. Massive fans. There's still jet engines, but they have propellers on the end. So we have jet props. We have 4 jet propeller engines on our aircraft. And they are massive. The power and speed of these things will destroy anything in its path. And when I mean anything, I mean anything. We had a deer run into one of our aircraft before, and the thing was mincemeat afterwards. So like It's a big safety thing. A10? No. C-130. So, we are taught prop safety from the get-go. You never walk in the props. Like, even if they're not on, you are not supposed to walk where the props go. Like, you're supposed to do your very best to not even get into the habit of stepping where the props are. Hercules? C-130, yeah, Hercules. C-130T specifically, if you're curious. So, as one does, I worked at a very specific squadron. This squadron trained reservists. If you don't know what a reservist, it's like somebody that only comes in on the weekend. Cast delay, so it's going to go through all of them and take half a second to recharge. That's pretty good. I'm going to trade this one out. So, we trained those people. So mind you, they weren't usually the most clever. They weren't usually the most attentive. They weren't usually the most on top of things. Well, one day, we are doing some stuff with our plane turned on. It wasn't a launch or anything. I think we were just either calibrating props or we were doing something. Oh my God, whatever. So we were, the plane was on, the props were spinning, but it was in place. Well, I'm on there checking something because our HF high frequency radios were not working properly. And I step out of the plane and I'm looking at the HF wires and this, that, and the other. Well, I know it was a launch because the reservist pilot was doing his pre-check, all of his pre-flight stuff. And the guy, as I'm standing out there checking something on the side of the plane, steps off of it and starts walking towards the nose. And I'm watching this guy, and for some reason, it caught my eye that he didn't seem like he was slowing down and was about to walk directly into the props, like directly into the prop wash. So at the last second, I grab his shoulder and pull him backwards. Now, mind you, I was a E3 at the time, if I remember correctly, which that's fairly low level enlisted. That's like, you can be E3 coming out of boot camp. And this dude was like an 05, 06, like a high level, high ranking officer. I grab the dude by the shoulder and yank him backwards. Like, I'm talking full force. And mind you, chat, I'm not a weak man. I am a small man, but I'm not a weak man. I pull this guy straight off his feet, straight onto his ass, onto the ground in the middle of flight checks and everything. So everyone sees me just grab this guy and yank him backwards. It snapped him out of whatever funk he was in, because he realized he was walking right towards the props. He then proceeded, however, to try and save face and yell at me. Started saying things like, okay, we got to try here. How effing dare you put your hands on an officer? You are an effing enlisted. You have no effing right to touch me. And and so he just goes on like this for like 10 freaking minutes, right? He is just going off on me. And I let him. And then once he was done, I clapped back. I was like, how effing dare you yell at the person that just saved your effing life? Don't you know effing basic prop safety? You were walking right towards the effing props. I don't care if you're an O12. I saved your effing life. And you were about to walk into the props. You weren't using proper prop safety. And I just went off on the guy. And after I dressed him down, he just walked away. He didn't say another word to me and walked away. And so I walked in and I told my boss, I was like, hey, this just happened. It was a near miss, because you're technically supposed to report those as well. You don't just report accidents in the military. You report what are called near misses. And that's when an accident almost happens. I know it sounds dumb, but he goes, okay. And then he asked me who it was, and I gave him the officer's name, and he's like, okay. So he leaves the room. He comes back, and like 15 minutes later, with the fucking commanding officer. So of course, if you don't know, when the commanding officer walks in the room, you gotta jump up, stand at attention, yell officer on deck. So he walks in the room, I jump up, he immediately holds up his hand. He's like, no, don't worry about it. I was like, okay. And he closes the door behind us. And so it's just me, the commanding officer of my squadron, and my supervisor. I'm like, oh, this is it. I'm fucked. So my commanding officer takes one look at me, takes one look at my supervisor, and says, two things. One, you shouldn't dress down an officer like that because it hurts their ego. Two, I'm glad you dressed that officer down and saved his life. And he shook my hand and said, thank you for, doing what you did. Keep it up. And then he clapped me on the shoulder and walked out. And I was like, all right, fair enough. Oh man, that luminous shield would be good. So yeah, that's the time I saved somebody's life. And I still had to work with that officer many times. He never brought up the situation again, but I'm sure that my commanding officer had some words for him. So that was yeah, that's how I saved a man's life, chat. And I did it all without cursing. You're welcome. Eat your vegetables. Worms find you attractive. That sounds like a bad idea. Extra items in Holy Mountain. Okay. There were many times where I had to stop stupid people from walking into props. But that was the closest one. Like, that was a legitimate one where I was like, if I don't intervene in some way, shape, or form, I'm going to watch a man die today. Because the guy was, oh man. That is the most afraid I've ever been for someone's life. What games are you good at, like in a 1v1? I will 1v1 anyone and anything if I own the game. And when you ask what games I'm good at everything. And that is incredibly egotistical, so call me on it. Rainbow Six, I'll take you down. You freaking, I don't even know. What are the kids playing nowadays? Valorant? That's the thing, right? I don't know where to go. I'll take you out in Civilization. I don't own any racing games and haven't played in years. I think the last racing game I played was Need for Speed Underground 2. I'll still beat you in any racing game. I'm here. I'm here for it. I'll use my 10,000 points one day. Hell yeah. I'm waiting for someone to call me on that because no one has. And believe it or not, based on the bumbling you see me playing single player games, chat, I'm aggressively good at most FPS and other games that I play, as my sordid youth was spent just playing video games. We're not even gonna look at that. We're gonna get out of the sludge. While you were out having premarital sex, I was studying the blade, chat. Let me give you a little bit of insight to my 1v1 ability. I am so good at 1v1ing people in games like Destiny 2 and League of Legends that I have, on multiple occasions, made my friends rage quit. And let me tell you, nothing brings me more joy in life than somebody talking shit to me and then getting hit. Oh, it feels so good. It's like full body tingles. That being said, I have fully been clapped at in that same buddy challenged me to, what's the Street Fighter? Yeah, he clapped me in Street Fighter. But I feel like Street Fighter is one of those games where it's like I used to be really, really good at Mortal Kombat, chat. Like, I would play Mortal Kombat all the time and wreck people left and right. But since Mortal Kombat, I think Apocalypse, I haven't really gotten into any like brawling games like that, fighter games. I would say the thing I'm best at is probably FPS. I play a lot of FPS in my spare time between Destiny 2, Rainbow Six. I used to be big into Warzone. I haven't played it in quite a few seasons though. I enjoy FPS. My Twitch shooting skills are like on point. I do prefer more arcadey style. Recharge time, no delay. That's pretty low max mana, but pretty high mana charge. I'll change those out. I lost my train of thought. Can you 1v1 me 3 times so I have the points? Wait, how does that work? Do you think you earn points if you beat? You know what? Actually, I should put that on there. Yeah, I'll refund the points if you beat me in a 1v1. Oh hell, I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh yes, I prefer arcadey shooters to realistic ones. Rainbow Six is pretty fun because it's a hero shooter, but like, yeah, I never got into like CS:GO or anything like that. I was huge into Halo 3 and Reach. Oh man, I spent an unhealthy amount of time on those games. That and Modern Warfare 2, which anybody that says like the Call of Duty games are like mill shooters as opposed to arcade shooters are just wrong. They are arcade shooters. The time to kill on those are massive. They are not like Counter-Strike or something like that, or Valorant. Rainbow Six is the only one of those I like just because of all the ridiculous gadgets. And I like the idea of the attackers, defenders, as opposed to just like everybody jiggling left and right on corners. But to each their own. Okay, chat, we actually have to take a minute to analyze the wands that we have because I haven't been paying any attention. What is this? Shield. Enemies take damage when they're near you. Your spells are 5 times as powerful, but your maximum health becomes 50 and cannot be increased by normal means. Or dying enemies release rats to serve your bidding. All rats become friends. Rat friends! Okay. Okay. We're definitely paying attention, chat. Let's get all these spells out. Okay. Ball lightning. What does this cost? Costs 70 mana. It increases our cast delay by almost a whole second. I don't know if we want that. It increases spread a lot, increases cast delay by 0.13. Cast delay is how long it takes to go between spells. What if we did something like this? This one, we need something with a really good recharge rate. This one seems like a solid recharge rate. 190 max mana. How much does this cost? This is 25 mana drain. Okay. Has 2 spells simultaneously. No mana drain. 2 spells. 2 spells. So, if this casts the way I think it's going to, this should be like a super shotgun, right? No. So, that doesn't double the number of spells, it just casts 2, right? What is this? Matter Eater. Horizontal barrier, acid trail. I haven't played a lot of Noita, so I don't know what most of these do. Let's see. That's 15 damage, but if I take these guys out, probably still 15, right? Yeah. Okay. So, that doesn't help us. What if we do like this and these? Okay. That's pretty good. At least for like a good damaging thing. All right. I never know how to use any of these. We just set this up to be our bomb wand. Like that. If we set this up to be our shotgun. It runs out of mana. We need something that increases our mana. We don't have anything like that, do we? Gives an electrical charge that will release on impact. Increases mana drain a little bit. Do something like this, though. Takes forever to recharge. One interesting game to 1v1 in is Terraria. We have an hour to build your character in one world and then go to a new world and each other and fight. That would be interesting. I would try that. For sure. What if we do this? It's not bad. We don't need... And what if we do this? Spells per cast 5. I don't even need that. I can just do this. Takes forever to recharge, but that thing's strong as fuck. And this is our normal go-to now. Okay. Do that. Can I sell this wand? No, just toss it. Okay. Do it in the same way, but you get the idea. Yeah, that sounds like a really interesting concept. I would definitely try it. Okay, and this is the time where we do this. And it worked out. You can kind of just fill the area with these lightning bolts now. Pretty cool. Did I drink that potion of Flamuxium? That seems like a bad idea. It's funny, I was actually reminiscing about the military today at work as well because I was chatting with my boss. It's always funny. Every single time he talks to me about it, he's like, you were in the army, right? He's done that legitimately 20 times. He's so funny. And it's such a genuine confusion on his part, too. Every time I go, nope, Navy. And he's like, what? What? Oh, I thought you were Army. And this thing's got missiles. Oh, shit. Sorry, Mr. Rats. Next time he asks, say no. You were in the army, right? Yeah. Which one? The one on the boats. The boat army. Shit. Oh God. Oh, fuck. Well, we tried. Yeah, we can do one more run. One more run, and then I think I'm going to switch. You need the boat. I do that. Let's see if I can get all kicked together to do the Elden Ring DLC. Like a co-op through. I really wish that Elden Ring Together mod would have worked better. There's too many desync issues. Honestly, I just wish FromSoft put better multiplayer into their game, but you know, that's an argument for a different day. You know, some people like that style. I am not one of them. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's a Japanese thing. You know how Starfield is going? Poorly. The reception has been bad. It's still bad. And the only thing they could have saved at mods is still not here. So I haven't heard anything interesting in a while. I know they said they were wanting to do updates like weekly or every other week coming in 2024. And I don't know if they've stuck to that, but like nobody cares. And it's sad to say. They fumbled the bag incredibly hard with Starfield. And I think where they went wrong, and many people may disagree with me, but I think if you create a space game and you have no aliens, you've set yourself up for failure. Because take my favorite game of all time, a space game, Mass Effect. The game would have hit incredibly different. Hell, it would have been an entirely different game if there were only, what's it called? Humans, because the entire second game wouldn't even make sense. Do those blow up on their own? I don't remember, chat. Find out in a second. It's, I don't know, it kind of spits in the eye of what sci-fi is supposed to be, which is a social commentary, right? I mean, that's what sci-fi has been. That's arguably that's what all media is, but sci-fi specifically has always been a social commentary. You look at your Star Treks, your Star Wars, your stuff like that, and it's always been a commentary on, you know, stuff at the time. Hell, I was even reading something today. Look at Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone is sci-fi. People don't think it that way, but it is. It's sci-fi horror-esque. And again, it's everything about it's supposed to be a social commentary. You lose your ability to do that with nuance when you don't include these races, right? These step away from humans, right? Because when people want to talk about issues like social issues, they want 1 degree of separation. You give people 1 degree of separation so they can take a look at it and be like, oh, you know, yes, that's incredibly wrong how those aliens are being treated, you know, but I would never do that. But eventually they have to face a situation where they are, you know, they do have to make a bad decision and then they connect it to the, you know, real world and this, that, and the other. You know, it is what it is. When you lose that level of separation, people aren't able to ingest the story as well. You also don't get the creative freedom that you get with alien races. I mean, could you imagine Mass Effect without the Geth, without the Qunari, without so many of the races? Like, I don't know. You have to be able to tell a damn good story without other races. I think it can be done if you take a look at, if I'm not mistaken, I've never watched it myself. I am out of water. Battlestar Galactica, I believe, is human only, right? But they still have to introduce an antagonist that's not human to tell the story. And that's what Bethesda tries, but like, it just doesn't land. I don't know. I thought the main story was okay, but everything else was so bland and overdone like 10 years ago. It's a No Man's Sky with an arguably better story, but I haven't played No Man's Sky's new story, so I could be wrong about that. It's ship combat that the enemy ships won't hit you if you have a like a space in the center of your ship. It's poorly done. It's poorly written, poorly done. It's on a bad engine, and nobody really cares about it. It was immediately overshadowed by Baldur's Gate, and no one's kind of given it a second thought. It's embarrassing is what it is for that company. I had such high hopes that after Bethesda got bought out by Microsoft, that it would turn itself around. It would be no longer ZeniMax's thrall. It would come out of that as a better games company. And then Starfield released. And I'm like, nope, I guess it was just Bethesda being shit this whole time. It is wild to me how bad it was. I wanted better because Bethesda is a game company from my childhood, you know? That felt really cool, even if it was accidental. They were incredibly influential in my childhood. Hell, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Oblivion are three of my favorite games of all time, you know? Funnily enough, you know, Fallout New Vegas is not actually Bethesda. And I don't know. It was soulless. That's how I'm gonna put it. It was soulless in a year that had so many games come out that were packed full of soul. And I think that was the problem. It was destined to fail because of that. It played it way too safe, way too close to the chest, didn't want to ruffle any feathers, and because of that, it failed. I mean, if you look at, again, the other RPG that released at the time, Baldur's Gate, it did the opposite. People were pissed at Baldur's Gate for a number of reasons, including a sex scene with a bear. But did Lariat pull punches? No. They said, here it is. Like it or love it, or like it or leave it. And people were like, yep, we like it. I miss the Bethesda of old that came out to E3, said, we're just gonna swing our dong around, flop it on the table. Here comes Fallout 4. Here's Fallout Shelter. And you know what? It's out today. Go download it. Like, where's that? Disappointed. I think that's what gets me so much is I am this disappointed because I expected more. And I think everybody is. That's why people aren't really playing the game anymore. Is everybody went in with expectations of this is Bethesda, this is Skyrim, this is Fallout 3, this is hell, even Fallout 4 had phenomenal gunplay, if not a great story, but they went in expecting more and were completely let down. And I share that sentiment 100%. If I were to have to save Starfield in the current state that it's in, like I can't change anything about the base game aside, like I can't, the game released, it is what it is. Moving forward from here, how do you save Starfield? My friend just bought me Helldivers. Well, I did buy him a Payday 3. One more game. I feel like I would. Yeah, that's how friends are. Oh. Heck. How would you save it? I think you need to immediately start adding in free content, like free stories, and make them good stories and make them take place on barren planets. I think you need to overhaul the base building or give the base building a reason to exist. Same with the shipbuilding. Without spoiling anything, when you finish the game, your ships and your bases don't matter. And I think that's a huge problem. It makes you not invested at all in most aspects of the game. They obviously need to fix their ship-to-ship AI so that the combat is better and not just targeting the center of your ship. And I think that would be, and they need to release the fucking mod tools already. That's how you save the game. I'll be back, chat. Sorry, I gotta pee and grab a drink. All right, Chad, I'm back. Whew. Okay. I thought of something else. They also need... I think this one's good. If I remember correctly. They also need to make the ending decisions of Starfield more impactful and make it better. I don't know. I can't say too much without spoiling it, and that game's still too fresh to spoil, so I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. Friendly. Every time your enemy dies, you release mana recharging liquid, or your spells home towards enemies. That sounds good. They had a formula. It worked. People liked it. I mean, I think more people are playing Payday 2 right now than Payday 3 on Steam. Energy sphere. Maybe that one would be better here. Yeah. Oh, that seems like a solid weapon. We can work with this. Okay, I think we can work with that too. All right. I don't think we want this wand though. I think it's bad. That's bad. This wand we could technically also get rid of now that we have a digging wand. I do wish you could sell. Modus, it's broken still. The spacebar does nothing. I have to do like a really big update. Oh, chat. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been slacking on off-stream stuff. I know the freaking YouTube channel has gone to hell and all the videos are untitled. Well, they're not untitled, but they're not put into the proper playlists and stuff. I have really been trying to take some time to clean those up. But when I tell you at my work, I've been for nonstop working like 7 to 8 hours a day. It's been rough. We lost 5 people. And we're feeling it. So hopefully my job will calm down once we get these new 5 people and get them trained up. But man, I just have not had the energy to go through it. Cast delay of nothing. Recharge time of half second. That's pretty good. This could be a pretty solid digging wand. Well, that's going to be half second between each one. I don't know. It's broken? Yeah. Yeah, touch portal's broken right now. Sorry. I know, I'm pretty good at faking it by just clicking the button manually. But I figured I'd let you know rather than bamboozle you, so. I mean, no, it's working perfectly. You can still use it exactly as intended. Chat, did I put the wrong... No, it's a different wand. Okay. You wouldn't know, chat. It could have never worked this whole time. I could have been doing it all behind the scenes. You'd never know. You would directly know because I would miss commands coming into the chat. You're broken. I'm not broken yet. I'm just a little tired. There's a difference. That's really good. That's kind of crappy. Does shuffle. Don't break things. You are just not... What? My wife tells me I'm smart all the time, so... Nah. Actually, that's not true. And that's also fair because I'm not smart 90% of the time. That's what I was gonna say. Something. Oh, yes. It's unfortunate, but I have kind of lost all hope for Elder Scrolls 6. Because, I mean, they teased it 900 years ago at this point, right? But Starfield was also in development for 10 years, and this is what they came up with. So, like, legitimately, how am I supposed to trust that they will be able to deliver on Elder Scrolls 6 when this was so bad, right? I'm sure I'm not the only one that's feeling this way. Where it's like, how could I, in a million years... Oh my god. This is really good. What is this? I've never used one of these before. Energy sphere? No. It's not. Oh, it's just a digging bolt. Oh shit. It's good as hell. Why wouldn't anybody tell me this is in the game? It's way better than using that luminous drill bullshit. We're dwarves. We're miners now, chat. I am a dwarf, and I'm digging a hole. Diggy hole. Digging a hole. What a much simpler time on the internet. You know, I'm sure nobody knows, or probably most people don't care, but one of my most anticipated games at this point is Hypnospace Outlaw 2. Chat, if you haven't played Hypnospace Outlaw, it's a really good game. And I'm probably incredibly biased due to my nostalgia for 90s internet. But like... yeah. But... yeah, I don't know. That game spoke to me like on a fundamental level as both a programmer and a kid from the 90s growing up on 90s internet. It's hard to explain to people nowadays how different the internet used to be. The internet used to be a wild wasteland, and man, I miss those days. I miss the days before everything was corporatized and sanitized. I miss the mystery and mystique of the old internet, where you never knew what was real and what was fake. And, oh man. There were just hundreds of forums and people everywhere. I don't know. It was such a different feel to the internet as well. I don't know if I'd call it more like raw, but like... it felt different. It felt more like... oh, that almost died there. I don't know. It felt more like charting uncharted territories, right? There was a level of excitement and going to a new place. There was a level of community that's also not around nowadays. Oh, thanks for finally updating Stream Elements. It just doesn't... so, like, back in the day, right, one of my favorite websites to go to was Newgrounds, obviously. Newgrounds was phenomenal for Flash games, Flash animations. And you got to know the other people on the website. Like, you would learn who was commenting under videos. And I remember once you got your account to a high enough level, you could actually post things on the front page. I remember the first time getting to post something on the front page. I don't remember what I said, but it was just such a monumentous moment. Ooh. Ooh. These are looking sexy. I'm gonna take a couple of these. I don't know what they do, but... and, or like, I remember Something Awful forums, if anybody remembers those. Where it was such an insular and tight-knit community, you would just learn people. Learn who was dumb, learn who the trolls were. I don't know. I feel like that sense of community just doesn't exist in most places anymore. I feel like Discord has kind of brought it back a little bit, as there are tons of little communities. But I'm certainly not the same person I was then, and don't have the same amount of time to while away. I think that's the word. Modus. Hello, goat. Yes, Modus. Honestly, streaming kind of feels like that to me. Like a nice little interesting tight-knit community here. Modded, what's going on, buddy? I'm just being I'm blaming that directly on Modded. Period. Thanks, Modded. Doing another run. Just being incredibly nostalgic over old school internet and how insular forum communities used to be and how it made it a lot more interesting, and you know, just being generally, it was intentional. You're welcome. Yeah, I figured. I was talking about Hypnospace Outlaw and the ridiculous amount of nostalgia that it gave me, and then I'm really excited for the second game. Hypnospace was so good. I might replay it again. It might be long enough that I've forgotten a good portion of it. You know, I did say to myself when I was younger, I was never going to be one of those people that got incredibly nostalgic, but like, man, anything to do with ancient internet gets me so nostalgic. Wait, your stream was super delayed for me. It's your fault again. Yeah, it's always my fault. Have I dropped any frames today? I have dropped a little bit of frames. It may have been my fault. Sorry if that's happening here. Looks like it's cleared up though. Got a wand in there? That is. Going in, boys! But I definitely miss some of the old communities and old... Your stream is loading. Is it me? Yeah, I'm not dropping frames right now. I think that is you. Mata, do you have any issues? It's stuttering for me too. Interesting. Give me a second here and see if maybe it's my end. Make sure I don't have it. I'm gonna shut that down. You're blaming me. Always. Always. Let me know if that the stuttering kind of shakes itself out here now. No, I never truly thought I was gonna be... Oh yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I already told you all, chat, but Monday was my birthday and I'm 30 now, so... It's fitting for me to get a little nostalgic. Okay, for now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. 30, man. It's insane. I'm old. So I was making fun of my wife the other day because she's older than me. But I shaved my face and looked like an absolute child. So then the next day she comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, you're looking a little bit older." I was like, "Oh, because my face came, my beard came back in." And she's like, "No, because you're 30." Happy birthday, young pup. Yeah. Look, I know I'm not actually old. It's fun to poke at it. I'm definitely not in my prime anymore. That's for sure. My knees are definitely 80 years old. I'll tell you that much. I forget also, Modded's like 120 years old or something like that. So, Chad, if you want to make fun of anyone being old, make fun of Modded. Modded gets to be my old person scapegoat. Okay. Always casts whatever that is. I'm sure that's not going to kill me. I don't believe that. Oh yeah, no, he's old. That's a bad wand. That's a bad wand. Always casts. What is that? I didn't waste my body doing stupid exercises, so I'm physically really young. Yeah, I sold my soul to the devil for 4 years, and my knees are going to pay for it for the rest of my life. Honestly, I'll be real with you. Getting back into working out consistently has fixed a lot of my issues. So 9 times out of 10, I'm good. I will say when storms blow in, like out of nowhere and the barometric pressure changes, I do feel it in my bones. I can tell. But 9 times out of 10, I'm fine. Could be me, the stream is stuttering again. I'm downloading hell. Oh, well then, yeah. That'll start the stream, my dude. Get 4 spells off in a second. Almost a second recharge time. This one actually seems pretty good. Let me look at the ones I have. So these 2 are garbage. They're always garbage. Recharge times on this is pretty good. What about this one? That was pretty good too. Will I have a limit for the downloads? I won't believe it. Too late. Gotta believe it. Believe it. This one seems pretty good. We're gonna buy this wand. I don't have the gold to purchase this wand. I can't sell wands, can I? No. Okay. Well, oh shit. I really want all of these on this guy, but there's nothing I can do about it. Oakley doklers. We got here spider legs, projectile eater, or worms. I mean projectile eater, right? It's not even a question. Oop. Easy snipes. Oh, chat. Oh, hey. Fly upwards. That was the spell that was always cast before. I'm glad I didn't take that wand. It's going to be interesting to see where the internet goes in the next, like, 10 or 15 years. Because, like, it's very different from what it was 10 or 15 years ago. Heck, even Mona should freaking Cooper. It's changed drastically. So it's going to be incredibly interesting to see where it goes. How everything shakes out. My best case scenario, chat, the thing that I hope happens that I know never will, is I want the social media oligopoly to break up. Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, all of that. I want it all to be broken up. No more BS. And I want tons of websites to come back. Rather than just 4 websites that all reference each other, I want that back. Obviously, we're going to need a new search engine that isn't Google, that, you know, prioritizes all the Google stuff. Because Google's search engine is super bad now. But I guess I'm looking for that feeling of discovery again when it comes to the internet. Which, I don't know that I'll ever get that again, but one day maybe. Also, just want tech giants to kind of die out. But to be fair, Twitch is brought to us by one of the tech giants, so you take the good with the bad. This wand is okay. It's better than this one. Very bad with the wand system. I need to get better. I remember when Twitch was just in TV. I gotta get out of here. I've got 2 health. Massive personal encryption and distribution networks that don't need telecom companies. Sort of Wild West style where everyone has a fighting chance. That's what I would love. That would be my dream internet. Let's get the corporations out of here. They've done nothing but make it terrible. This one seems very good if I can get some actual spells. Interesting. This one also seems good. But the mana charge speed's very bad. I think we just get rid of this guy. We grab... This guy's pretty good. I want this guy. Doesn't have great spells on it, but... do have infinite. That's pretty good. Okay, that one's definitely better. Do you ever watch the show Silicon Valley? No. I have heard good things, though. Every time you visit an area, you gain 60 health. It's a magical explosion upon taking damage. 25% explosion resistance. Resistance seems pretty good. Alright, now we just fill the world with green. And die instantly. Woo! I didn't die. I was really expecting to die there. Oh, that's right. I explode when I take damage. That's why that happened. Why did I not die to that explosion? Is this thing any good? Nope. Instantly explodes. Tang isn't good content. Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad, my bad. I'll stop dying. My bad. Don't want to disappoint my fans. So chat, did I tell you that I started my Dark Urge playthrough of Baldur's Gate? It's been very fun and interesting so far. I'll have to recommend it to everyone. Like, you gotta do that Dark Urge playthrough. What is this? Also seems like it does have shuffle on it. I don't know if I like shuffle. You have fans? No, I just have nerds that sometimes come and yell things and put Resident Sleeper in my chat. I've seen some Dark Urge stuff. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, I modded Baldur's Gate, so I've been playing modded playthrough. I've actually been playing as a demon hunter from World of Warcraft. It's been very fun. Exactly, Modus. Exactly. There's a ton of extra classes, so if you're waiting to do your next playthrough for like extra class stuff, definitely get some of the mods, because people have made so many extra classes. I will say personally, playing the Artificer, which is one of the main mods, it's been really fun. Oh, all right, friends, I'm gonna get out of here. Go get some dinner. Probably hit the gym. I don't know what to say, Thursday. I might hit the gym. We'll see what happens. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Modded, Modus, We Dead. the one person that seems to be hanging around on YouTube, but it doesn't show me the name. At least I don't think it does. No. So thanks everybody for hanging. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. We should be back tomorrow with Helldivers, with Kicker, Mr. Kick. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, friends.